starting with the Kabaka Daniel Mwanga, who established himself and the palace back here in 1885. To add to that, he wanted to connect this palace to another palace he had in Munyonyo. So he ordered his subjects to dig for him.
Is a palace in Munyonyo?
Yeah, he had one.
It's no longer there?
It's there. Most of the palaces that were established at the time are still kept. Most of them. If it were crucial, they still have it. So he wanted to connect. That's why he asked his subjects to dig for him a lake, to have an escape route, to connect, and to also trade. But due to the many issues he had to carry in his time, it did not connect. It had to be about 45 kilometers, but it didn't reach there.
Oh, it was supposed to connect from here to Munyonyo.
Yeah, and it's just down there outside.
It could not connect. It was a big dream.
Yeah, it was. And by the way, he was someone who is determined. So he could connect it, but because today you're fighting with those who disrespect you, those are the matters now. And the next day you're seeing British coming to and saying, we are taking here, we want cotton, and cotton is like, this is too much. So where we stand, we call it the Royal Mile.
Royal Mile.
Yeah, and it's strictly 1 mile from the stairs of Trekove. That house is called Trekove, to mean Baganda, let us come together. So from the stairs of Trekove, it is 1 mile to the Parliament Bulange.
How long is a mile in kilometers?
I can't tell. But I'll tell you the when we are summarizing this tour, I'll have an answer.
Okay.
And an accurate one, by the way.
I hope so.
So it is 1 mile from Trekove to Bulange, where the Luchiko sits. Luchiko in English is like a meeting. Yeah, so we have it our local way to call it Luchiko. And it started from back then, the first Buganda king, that was Kabaka Chintu, who called his few ministers he had that time, and they sat together to have a meeting. So for all those resolutions they had there, it became the constitution of Uganda today. And to carry the meaning of what he had started, we kept the name. Bulange and Luchiko, we kept it. That is to remember the great work they did and what they had started, because it has really taken us far miles in development and betterment. On this Royal Mile, we have 2 roundabouts. Basically, this one is one of them.
This very one we are in, Okay.
That has thorns and blocks. The second one is a long splitted drum. You know Ngalabi?
Yeah, that long drum.
Yeah. So it is built but splitted down the road, and that is the second roundabout.
Oh, I have seen it.
That's the big reason why he goes straight.
Okay.
And it's the only one who is accepted to go through these 2 paths straight. The rest of us have to rotate.
Yeah, you have to rotate. You're not special.
So along the line, we also have the different sculptures of the different clans of Baganda. We are 56 tribes and having different totems. The totems may range from animals, birds, insects, and plants. And when you come from one that can be eaten, for example, a grasshopper, you come from a mushroom plant, my dear, you have not to taste that.
But do people really respect the grasshoppers?
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah, people be like, and do one son and sit there.
Wow.
And for us, we enjoy.
For us, we like it.
Yeah. So we enjoy, as they say, I cannot because I belong to that clan.
Okay.
And when you're grown and reach your branch, you're not bound at any point to get married from either your mother's clan or your father's clan. Remember, we are paternal, except the king. We take the father's side. So you're just sure I cannot go to my father's line of clan. So you also look at your mother. If you know your mother comes from an elephant and your father is a butiko person, a mushroom, you don't get married from the mushroom, not even the elephant.
Oh, even the mother's clan is included. Wow, okay.
That's why when you hear Muntunga Bamgambi Tambula Muganda, they say Abenjovu, Sibala Bakontombe, they mean they respect, because that is the mother's side. Yeah. Okay. So when it's time for marriage, you can go to the 54, you can go the whole of Africa except just
used to. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the royal mile. Continuing, we have our flags there. The first one is the national flag with 3 colors of black, yellow, and red. Black is our skin color as Africans and Ugandans. Yellow stands in for abundant sunshine and seasons. Then the red goes for brotherhood and sisterhood. You know some people are brown here, but when I recall, you have the same blood as me. I get to know you're my brother. Yeah, and we respect that. In between the Uganda flag, we have a crested crane. And out of research, it was picked and nominated to be the national bird because of its peace.
It's graceful.
Yeah. And then it stands on one leg to show that our country is both peaceful and moving forward.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
Please vote a good president.
So the other flag is the kingdom flag with 2 colors of blue and white.
And white.
Blue abundant water and the white stands in for peace. The other flag is maroon in color, chosen for the king. It's chosen when the king is here. So he was here a few minutes back. He moved out, but he's soon coming back. That's why.
That's why it's still up.
And between those 2 flags, they have an emblem. That is the Buganda emblem. That is a spear, a shield, and a lion. The lion is our king. Empologoma ya Uganda, yikabaka waffe. So that is the lion. The spear and shield is the items we've used for security from back then, and to also guard what is ours.
Okay, that's beautiful.
And you can never walk in a Buganda Palace or Buganda Kingdom Palace and you do not see wreaths around.
Yeah, I've
ancient
seen them at Kasubi.
Yeah, so from our ancient fathers till today, we carry on the norms and cultures for what they started. We carry it alive and along. So these ones this side are scattered off, left free at the top because the king who stays here is alive. And the ones at Kasubi
they are
chained at the top because the kings there rested.
You people. It looks simple, but it has a great meaning behind it. Wow.
So when you're walking in the house of Ninimu, the lions are there to show you what's the one Pologoma.
You've come to the king's palace. So this is a symbol of the king, right?
Yeah.
The lion.
Among the 77 names of the king is also
Pologoma. Okay. This is beautiful.
So you are happily welcome to walk closer to Twekobe.
Thank you. It's very beautiful in here.
You're still capturing?
No, I'm done.
Okay, so we're moving on 260 acres.
260 acres
of land.
That's so big.
Just within the city. And inclusive is our own palace, Twekobe. We have 2 schools within. That is Nawagereka Primary, an elementary school, and also Lubiri High, a secondary school.
The one down.
Yes.
Okay.
So we also have different fields for different functions. If you've heard of Nkuka,
it's
on the podcast.
Yeah.
So it takes place just within, but the other side where we have the massive fields for events. So also inclusive are a few of the 7 quarters, and surely a big store, and to farm our own, the matoke, just within.
So the acres make sense. Yeah. My first imagination was like palaces alone, then plain land around it.
Yeah, we have plain land and plenty of it, but we normally use it for events and such things.
Okay.
We're taking our land.
Okay.
So do you want a picture inclusive?
No, I am okay.
Really? You're not photogenic?
Not really. I'll be coming back, I think, a week from now.
Okay.
I have some friends that want to come around.
So you just have to make sure it is the vibe already.
Yeah. I want to first... You know when you're making an itinerary, it's only right to have like a feel of the place. Okay. So that like you're taking people you're sure.
So are we on your list?
Are we on your list? Like how do you mean?
Buganda Kingdom, the palace.
Yeah. Choice is like my first place. the kingdom. Because at least if you're to tour Kampala, this gives you like a feel of its history from way back.
Okay.
Compared to any other place. Maybe here and old Kampala.
Yeah.
They're the two places.
Take the view of the 7 hills.
Yeah. A bit of Namirembe. Yeah.
Tell them, they'll ask you where the impalas are, where you kept them.
I'm like,
Because you'll not even find them in the game park.
they're not there. Wait, so the impalas died with the impalas left, like they went extinct.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
But we kept the name high.
Yeah.
City will forever be Kampala. Just to remember them.
Even at the zoo, they're not there.
The last time I checked, they were not there.
They were not there. I've never
When
seen
they've
them.
imported, because lately Uganda can import world.
Where are they to get it from?
Where do they get it from?
If they're to
The
import.
different countries that have. They can go to South Africa.
Okay, yeah. Of which I feel like if it's not native, adjusting will take a process.
Oh, but when you want to really bring that smile to them, you should add on what you have. You don't only tell them that we are the land of those gorillas. Those climbing lions alone.
Yeah, I feel like
when you don't have a leopard, you can tell them about. So
okay.
it's better. You diversify for everyone.
Yeah.
So we're moving close to the old cars that we can call the remains of Mutesa II, our first constitutional president, the father to the current king of Buganda. That is Mutesa, Edward Mutesa II. His reign as president was very short-lived because of stuff that happened, and suspected that he died of poisoning in England where he was. That's a report that comes from the Scotland Yard. And these are just the remains of what he had. He had a set of about 10 posh cars. When I mean posh, I mean those were expensive and really nice looking.
You can see this car by the 1960s.
Yeah, so
What?
These are 3 in 1, just of what remains of him.
I see the Rolls Royce logo there. Wow, this guy is so nice, man. So beautiful.
So that is a Rolls Royce, and below it, next to it is a Cadillac. So the one below is Cadillac, then this up is a Daimler Benz. That's a German machine. Yeah. So this is just what remained, and we unearthed all this from the soil after the war. Because many of them were robbed off and taken.
And they couldn't carry these things.
Yeah, they had put them down the soil. So they ensured to destroy what had remained and push it even down the soil. That's why I'm saying we just unearthed it from the soil. So remember that our king was live and he had something good to show off.
True, that's true. How many people can still do that today? It is beautiful in here. You can imagine how wide the interior was.
Yeah.
It was really wide.
So you go on the road and get to know, oh yes, the king is here.
You could have been the only one then and a few people. I don't know.
Oh, Ugandans could have been rich like, yeah.